Outbound supply chains have been the lifeblood of society since the advent of economic trade, connecting products and information to markets around the world. Critical to the advancement of humankind, these supply chains depend on our collective capabilities to deliver the right products to the right places, in the right quantities, at exactly the right time. And while traditional supply chain management techniques remain relatively static, the world we live in continues to evolve at a rapid pace. Increased velocity, complexity and uncertainty amplify the critical disconnect between traditional demand and inventory planning, producing obsolete deterministic demand forecasts, leading to inaccurate supply decisions. This holistic challenge is rapidly compounding beyond human capacity, exposing outbound supply chains to unprecedented levels of volatility and risk. Bridging this daunting disconnect is SCAS, Celos' AI-powered supply chain automation suite, the world's first autonomous requirements planning engine. An ERP-agnostic solution, SCAS represents a fundamental paradigm shift in outbound supply chain management, using artificial intelligence to integrate demand and inventory planning into a continuous flow of autonomous learning, evaluation, and intelligent execution. Initializing in a rapid diagnostic phase, SCAS connects to any existing ERP to generate a cross-supply chain view based on demand, inventory and supply, factoring in supply chain constraints as well as relevant external data. This all-encompassing view of what is happening across the supply chain is then used to initiate supply chain behavioral learning that far exceeds the capabilities of traditional forecasting and rule-based optimizations. Through a once-initiated, frequently refined behavioral training exercise, SCAS generates hundreds of millions of probable scenarios which cover all possible supply chain movements, learning to beat each scenario with precisely timed replenishment and transfer orders. The resulting AI model is effectively an optimized playbook equipped to handle all possible supply chain behaviors. Continuously leveraging the AI model, SCAS' scoring engine dynamically evaluates the current state of the supply chain to generate planned replenishment orders and optimize cross-warehouse movements, which are then pushed to the ERP for execution. In doing so, SCAS autonomously delivers the right quantities to the right locations through optimal suppliers at precisely the right time. This virtuous cycle of learning, modeling, scoring and execution enables continuous optimization of supply chain performance with no need for separately generated forecasts or inventory planning parameters. In transforming supply chain planning, SCAS autonomously unlocks value throughout the supply chain, delivering tangible benefits to P&Ls and balance sheets. For a $1 billion outbound supply chain with 100 million in average inventory and 8 annual turns, SCAS reduces inventory by up to 25%, stockouts by up to 50%, and transportation costs by up to 40%. These AI-enabled operational efficiencies result in 12 million in annual savings to the bottom line, 30 million in annual increase to the top line, and 14 days reduction in cash-to-cash cycle, drastically improving financial performance across outbound supply chains. Always learning and training, SCAS drives ROI across top and bottom lines, unlocking undiscovered value in the future of outbound supply chains. Welcome to the supply chain of the future. Welcome to Celos.